And we're turning back now to that breaking news coming out of Nashville. We can now report 3 children are dead. That is according to the Associated Press after a school shooting, a private school there in the Nashville area. Police say a suspected shooter is also dead after the school shooting. Again, this is a private Christian school in the southwest part of the city, specifically the Green Hills area, if you're familiar. And some new details here. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation now says there is no current threat to the public. Again, that school shooter has been killed. I want to bring back in Tracy Walder, former FBI special agent. Tracy, thanks for sticking with us through this breaking news. That new update, 3 children are now dead. How does this change things there on the ground in Nashville?
I mean, obviously, this is now a murder investigation. I don't know how much it really changes the nature of the investigation, especially because the gunman is now dead. But I think what they're going to have to start looking at is what school security procedures were in place. It sounds to me, based on what I've seen, is that the gunman was engaged immediately when he came on campus. So it's hard to know how deep he penetrated into that campus. But that's one thing that they'll be doing. Another thing that they'll also be doing is looking at, where the gun was purchased, how the gun was purchased, and who this individual was.
And just so heartbroken for these families and the parents of those 3 children. Tracy, this has obviously happened so quickly. There's no chance that next of kin has been notified, right? Or am I wrong?
It's hard to say, Marky. I don't know. It depends on whether or not the school was able to identify some of these little ones or not quickly. I would imagine next of kin would not know at this time, and they're not going to release the names anytime soon. These are minors, so it's really up to their families whether or not they want their names released.
Yeah. Something else I wanted to pick your brain on, when this first was breaking, we were hearing conflicting reports, active aggressor versus active shooter. What is an active aggressor? I mean, how are those 2 things different?
For the most part, it's semantics, right? But at the same time, an active aggressor is more of a sort of broad term in that there is an imminent threat and somebody has sort of surreptitiously gone into a scene using aggressive measures. And so at that point, they may have not known if this individual had a weapon or not, which is why they may have used that term. It's hard to say for sure. And then once they found out that the individual did have a gun, they were able to then use active shooter, because we don't know what the 911 calls were like when they came in. And we don't know if the individual or the shooter was identified as having a weapon or not.
Okay, so the shooter part of it just makes the aggressor part more specific. Another thing I wanted to show you and pull this up, we have this map, this bird's eye view map. You can see the school, the Covenant School. If we have it, we can pop that. Here it is. Okay, so this building right here with the white roof, that is the school where this shooting has taken place. And just off to it, off property, is actually that fire department. Tracy, talk about the importance of the proximity. There we go. You see the mouse circling. That's the fire department. Tracy, talk about the proximity and how big of a difference this likely made for what has transpired at this school, that authorities were able to so quickly arrive on scene.
I'm looking at the bird's eye view right now. Well, first of all, I think 2 things. There's really 2 entry and egress points. That's really critical in a situation like this. But I also think the fact that the fire, I'm guessing that they're also EMT certified as well, were able to get there so quickly, in my opinion, probably saved a lot of lives, and were probably able to engage the suspect and neutralize him. I really think that absolutely saved lives. It's incredibly fortunate. I did not realize that was a fire station that close by, but that is a very rapid response time. They're literally on the campus and they are able to get to the scene and what we call stop the bleed, and stop individuals from passing away.
Oh, Tracy Walder, thank you so much. I know this is not the last time we will talk today. Thank you for your perspective, your expertise, and we'll stay on top of this story.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.